My name is Richard Elmstat, and I used to call this city home. If you live here long enough, the stench of this city seeps into your skin, and you have to get out. I lived here long enough, and then some. Long enough to get to know the people at the top, the politicians who line their pockets while the city decays, the vultures who take what they want while the rest of us go hungry. I'm a painter. I don't make much off my work, but I get by. I come from a long line of politicians, but I never wanted any part of that life. I traded the mansion on the hills for the life of a starving artist the first chance I got. I never regretted it. All the city reporters used to know my name. Some of them knew me for my work. Most knew me for my father. Carl Elmstat, my father, was the leader of the beloved Cosmopolitan Party, and this past year he ran for mayor. He was running against Edward Raban, an old rival of his, and pledged to change the way City Hall did business. He was a natural leader and an honest man. He saw the city not for what it was, but for what it could be. Politics was more than a job for my father. It was his calling. He never took a vacation and always showed up at town halls, for better or worse. The people adored him. Even when he failed, they knew he was fighting for them. He was fighting to take the city back, and the vultures at the top weren't going to let him. The night it happened was nothing special. He was working from home, as he often did. That night was his last. A cold-blooded armed robber broke in and shot him. The killer stole everything he could and left my father bleeding on the floor. My father was a noble man. He deserved better. When I was a kid, my father never had time for me. When I got older, I decided I didn't have time for him. Now I'm burying him, and I wish I could go back. I wish I could talk to him one more time. I'd tell him that I admired his courage, that I loved him, and always did. This was no random crime. It was calculated, planned. I'm sure of it. After the election, my father made enemies, and that night one of them struck back. In my bones, I know that Edward Raban is responsible for this atrocity, but I have to prove it. I don't have many friends in this city, but if there's one person who can help me at a time like this, it's Judy. I only hope she'll take my call. Hello, Patricia. I really missed you.
Hi, Dad.
How was your trip? I hope you weren't bored. It's a long way from home.
What do you think? I was just staring out the window contemplating life? It's the 21st century, Dad. I have my phone. Can we just skip the lame small talk?
Well, somebody's a bit cranky from the trip. Why don't you just relax a bit? We'll talk later.
Can't wait.
I have to find out what happened to my father. I know I haven't spoken to Judy in more than 6 years, but I need her help. I should call her as soon as possible. An unfinished painting of Sarah Zimmer, a German exchange art student. She was an amateur painter and asked if I could tutor her. In return, she was my model. Unfortunately, she never came back to finish the painting. My work table where I keep my brushes, paints, and other supplies. My paintbrush. I'll take it. That trash can is always filled with sketches that didn't make it to the canvas. Sometimes I wonder if I'm a bit too critical of myself. A pair of scissors. What are they doing on the floor? This place is a mess. I better clean it up. I'll start with these scissors. Just a cupboard with a few supplies. Nothing special. My knife! I've been looking for this for weeks. I wonder why it's in here. Just your average bathroom. It could use some cleaning. Sweet Tamara. One of the nicest models I've ever had in my apartment. She promised she would call me. She never has. My old friends Chet Baker and Miles Davis. Pure geniuses. Not much of a kitchen, but I don't cook anyway. I'm not hungry. My daughter Patricia. I love her so much. She can be stubborn as hell and knows how to get under my skin. But hey, she's a teenager, right? I'm not hungry. Do you have a moment, sweetheart?
What is it?
How is my sweetest angel?
How should I know? Ask one of your girlfriends.
Come on, Patty. Really?
What do you want me to say?
We haven't seen each other in months. I really missed you.
Oh boy, here we go again. Yes, Dad, I love you too. Do we have to do this every 5 minutes?
When did you become so sarcastic?
I don't know, this morning?
Never mind. How you holding up, honey? I mean, with Grandpa.
It's still hard to believe. I can't wrap my mind around it. How can anyone be so evil?
I ask myself that question every day.
I miss him so much.
Me too. How is school?
Can we please skip the how is school and gee, what nice weather we're having conversations?
Just asking.
School is fine.
Are you still interested in art? Or are you totally obsessed with boys now?
Are you making fun of me?
Trying to make a joke.
Of course I'm still interested in art, Dad.
What are you working on? Still painting? Sculpting? What?
I'm not in the mood for this right now.
Come on. We used to always talk about art. It was fun, wasn't it?
It was. I just don't feel like talking about it right now.
Okay, geez. Fine. How's your mother?
Oh, now you care? After 10 years?
Patty, stop. I just want to know how she is.
She's fine. She's got a new boyfriend. He's okay, but he's bald.
So?
Why would anyone date a bald guy when they can date a guy with hair?
Don't be so shallow.
Just being realistic, Dad. You should try it.
I am. I just don't judge people based on their looks. Maybe one day you'll go bald. Then what would you say?
Yeah, right.
That's it for now.
Okay.
Some hard-earned US dollars. Not much, but enough for me.
Cassidy?
Hello, Judy. It's me, Richard. It's been a while.
Wow, the great Richard Elmstat has decided to grace me with a phone call.
Listen, Judy. I know you're upset with me, but I really need to talk to you.
Talk about what?
About my father's death. I need your help.
Sorry to be blunt, Richard, but I haven't heard from you in 6 years. Now you want me to comfort you and tell you everything's gonna be alright?
No, it's not like that. I'll explain everything.
Go ahead then, explain.
Not now. Can we meet in private?
Fine. Come to my place.
Thanks. I'm sorry, Father. I wish I'd been a better son to you when you were alive. I promise. I will find out who did this to you. I will. What a beautiful view of the garden. Autumn is finally here. The leaves are starting to change. Every war ends in peace. Father's favorite motto. I remember having this poster all over our house. I wonder why the word peace is written in capital letters. Looks cozy. No time to relax. Such a beautiful oak desk. I wish I had one like this. Looks like my father finally entered the digital age. I have to say, I'm surprised. The police already went through his documents and computer data as part of their investigation. I won't find anything useful in there. Such a beautiful oak desk. I wish I had one like this. Peroxide in his work office? That's unusual. I'll take it nevertheless. What a nice shelf. I've never seen it before, but I haven't been here in ages. Father's book collection. It contains a wide variety of books, from encyclopedias and phone books to philosophy and science journals. What is that? It's a sealed document. Why did Father hide it like this? An envelope I found in Father's office. I should open it carefully. These documents appear to be some kind of policy agenda. Let me see. Wow, this is huge. These documents detail my father's proposals for a wide array of new social programs. He called it Project Cosmo. He wanted to reinvest in the city's educational system with major building renovations and a new vocational school downtown. He had a plan to fight homelessness too. The city would build new shelters and partner with drug rehabilitation centers on a new work training program. He was going to raise the minimum wage and create a system that would offer healthcare to all city residents. It's ambitious to say the least. But how would he pay for it? Apparently Project Cosmo also included an anti-corruption initiative. My father had located hundreds of millions of dollars in misused funds. This was money that was flowing to organized crime syndicates and, of course, right into the pockets of Edward Raban and his political cronies. This document identifies at least 24 politicians from both parties who were stealing money from the budget. Amazing. Raban must have found out about this and knew it would be the end of him. Could this be why he had my father killed? I wonder who else knows about this. I may be the only one. I should be careful with these documents. Let me see. An old phone book. I'll take it. Never know who I may need to call. An old phone book. Hey, Judy.
If it isn't the famous painter, Richard Elmstat.
Please, Judy. Not now. I need your help.
Must be pretty damn important for you to come crawling back to me.
Come on, Jude. Stop it. I know it's been a long time, but I can't change that now. And, well, it's good to see you. I missed you.
Yeah, right. If you missed me, you would have called.
Judy, please. I really am sorry. Look, if it makes you feel better, you weren't the only one. I haven't spoken to anyone.
Why? Why would you do that? What did we do to you?
I can't explain what happened. I needed to leave.
Whatever. So what do you want?
I'm here because I need your help.
Of course you do. Whenever you need something, poof, you appear. You haven't changed a bit.
So how have you been all these years?
Don't pretend like you care.
Judy, I can't apologize enough for what I did. I didn't want to leave you. I just couldn't be here anymore.
You could have said something. You could have called. You just disappeared.
I know. I was going through a difficult time.
Don't act like the victim, Richard. We all thought you lost your mind. We thought you were...
I know. Please forgive me. I wish I could go back and change it.
But you can't. Well, nice to have you back, I guess. You look good.
Thanks. You too. So how have you been all these years?
Same crap, different toilet. But hey, I'm alive. I'm retired from the force, but man, do I miss it. I'm so bored, it hurts.
Maybe I can help with that.
Here we go. Guy drops off the face of the earth and shows up at my doorstep saying he can save me. No, thank you.
Come on, don't be like that. I said I was sorry.
I bet you're sorry. You know, you lost a good thing. I know Patricia was never crazy about me, but you were.
What's done is done.
Psh, yeah, whatever.
I'm here because I need your help.
What a surprise.
I know you're not on the force anymore, but can you still track down anybody under the sun? You still got the system up and running?
Yeah, I still got it.
You're the only one who can help me.
So, spit it out. Who are we looking for?
I'm sure you heard about my father.
Of course. I'm so sorry.
I need your help. I think Raban was behind it.
Jesus, Richard. That is a bold accusation. You know he's the mayor, right?
Exactly. He's the mayor now, since my father died.
I never took you to be the conspiracy theory type. I know it may seem suspicious to you, but you can't just go around accusing people of murder. Besides, they already caught the killer.
I know. That's why I want to find out what really happened. On my own. Well, with your help.
Sorry, Richard. It just sounds a little far-fetched. I need some kind of proof that Raban wanted to get your father out of the way.
See you for now.
Bye.
Pouring hydrogen peroxide on that won't help. I found a series of documents my father was hiding. They outlined an ambitious plan for the city's future. And trust me, this would have been the end of Raban's political career.
What was in the documents?
A series of social programs that would improve the city's schools, fight homelessness, raise the minimum wage, even offer health insurance to city residents. And all of it was going to be paid for by taking down the corrupt politicians who had been stealing from the city for decades. He named names, Judy. Most of them were Edward Raban's guys, too. He planned to go after Raban and his connections to organized crime. He was going to reform the whole city. Imagine the difference a man like that could have made.
Huh. I guess I never knew that side of your father. I always assumed he was just like the rest of them.
No. He was a great man. But I fear he made some powerful enemies.
All right, Richard. Let's say for now that you're right about Raban. Maybe he did have something to do with your father's death. What's our next move? You need me to look into something?
The public won't believe me unless I can prove what my father wrote in these documents. Think you can help? Can you dig into Edward Raban's past a bit? Maybe we can find something that links him to the corruption my father talked about.
Let me check. It's not gonna be easy. Yep, like I thought. I can get you archived newspapers, police records going back a decade, maybe a few internal memos, but the good stuff is classified. Only one with access to the real Raban is Raban himself.
So I'll break into his office.
Yeah, security will definitely let the son of a dead political rival rummage through their office. Good idea.
Well, it's the weekend, so the place should be empty. I know these rich government types. They don't work on their day off.
How are you gonna get in? You need an employee card. Hold on. I might have something. We used to call this the skeleton key. It's an access card like any of the government-issued ones for employees, but it's got a chip so you can adapt to any sensor in the system. Opens every door in the city.
You're kidding.
We used it for investigations that required a little discretion. We got into buildings like Raban's all the time. Pretty cool, huh?
Shouldn't you give it back to the police?
Please. The pension isn't what it used to be. I took a few things for myself on the way out.
Can I borrow it?
Maybe. What do we say?
Please.
Please and?
Thank you.
There you go. That's the Richard I remember.
See you for now.
Bye.
I better get to Raban's office as quickly and quietly as possible. Just pushing buttons alone won't help. A vending machine. Fresh, hot coffee whenever you need it. Looks comfortable enough. Not yet. She'll notice me. I need to disguise myself. The heater is really blasting. I can feel the warmth over here. Just a middle-aged woman doing her job. She's probably well paid if she's a receptionist for Raban's business. I can't just talk to her. She may recognize me. I need a disguise. All right, I could use some coffee. Coffee in a paper cup. It smells fresh. I put the coffee on the heater and it dried up. The heat has completely dried the coffee. The only thing left is a sticky, sugary residue. I cut the brush hairs for my brush. Bristles for my paintbrush. Dried coffee mixed with a lot of sugar. Very sticky. So, let's piece things together. Voila! A fake mustache worthy of Hollywood. I used to rock a mustache like this back in the 90s. I never thought I would have to wear a fake mustache. Okay, so I'm really going to do this. I'm glad there aren't any mirrors around here. The access card Judy loaned me.
The police use it to open any electronic lock in the city. I hope I won't get in any trouble using it. Good evening, ma'am.
Evening.
You need my card?
You're all good. Wait a minute.
What is it?
I know you.
You do?
You're that famous painter.
Well...
Oh my god, I forgot your name. What is it? Oh, I know! Salvador Dali! I've been to your gallery. It was years ago, though. Such beautiful paintings you have there.
Yes. Thank you.
I'm sorry to waste your time, Mr. Dali. You must have something very important to do upstairs.
Yes. A very important meeting. Have a nice day.
Goodbye, Mr. Dali.
Hi, Richard. What's up?
Hey, Judy. I made it past the receptionist, and I'm in the elevator.
Took you long enough.
I had to disguise myself. I'll tell you later. So, where's the office?
Let's see. Should be on the top floor.
Thanks. I'll be in touch.
Good luck.
Looks like the electrical breaker box for this floor. A card scanner to get into the office. This is Raban's office. Just like I expected. The door is locked and well secured. This thing doesn't read fingerprints. I need a card for that. It's not working. Let me try again. Nothing. Damn. I have to find another way to open it. Looks like the electrical breaker box for this floor. I'll try to cut off the electricity. Hopefully that will disconnect the door security lock. Oops. Looks like I turned off the electricity for the whole floor. I better act fast before someone comes. It worked. The door's open. How ironic. Raban doesn't represent America. He's poisoning this country. Nothing useful here. Raban's laptop. A huge window. You can see the whole city from here. Raban's smartphone. Raban's phone will really help me. I better bring this to Judy. Maybe she can track some of his calls. Nope, I need the password. There's no way I'll be able to crack it. I would take it with me to have Judy check it out, but it's fastened to the table. The phone might be all I need. I should leave before someone finds out I'm here. My job here is done. Better get out quickly before someone shows up.
I'm telling you, that guy's out of his mind.
I hear you, buddy, but you can't argue with the money.
Oh no, someone is coming.
I don't understand why anyone would want to work here voluntarily.
Beats me.
If I didn't have a mountain of debt, I'd quit this madhouse tonight.
And I'd be right behind you.
How's the consulting business been lately?
I don't want to talk about it. This year's been a disaster. I haven't had a chance to refocus since that nightmare you and I went through. I still can't believe it really happened.
I think about it every day. It was horrible. But on the other hand, if old Elmstat is finally dead, maybe it was worth it.
As long as we don't have to deal with them again.
I hope I never see those.
Shh! Keep it down! They might be listening.
Yeah. Just turn the lights back on and let's go get a drink.
That was close. Well, now I know for sure that Raban had something to do with my father's death. But who are they talking about? I shouldn't stick around to find out, though. I need to get out of here. Hi.
You're back. What can I do for you?
I heard a strange conversation between two men outside Raban's office. They said they were glad my father is dead because they were afraid of them. Any thoughts on who they are?
Could be anybody. Unless... No, that would be insane.
What? Tell me.
There was a string of cases not unlike your father's murder back in the 80s. Within a year, we had 4 or 5 killings, all of them suspiciously similar. It was a big deal back then. The whole force was on it. We learned about it at the academy. Everybody had a different theory, but there was one I found particularly convincing.
Which is?
Some say there's an underground organization in the city. They mostly lay low. Some drug money here, blackmail money there. But when push comes to shove, they take care of those who oppose them.
You're talking about an organized crime syndicate? Some kind of secret mafia?
Very secret. The papers ran stuff on it at the time. You can find it easily enough in the library.
Thanks, Judy. I'll look into it.
Anytime.
Where do you think I should look next?
Honestly, I don't know. There's nothing here you can call evidence, and the few clues you have lead to a dead end. But if you really think your father's death might be connected to those old murders, go to the library, read more there.
Good idea. What else can you tell me about that secret society?
Not much. I learned about those murders from a textbook. And keep in mind, the existence of a secret society is just a conspiracy theory, nothing more.
But you said you thought the theory was convincing.
It would explain a lot, but that's not the same as having evidence to prove it's true.
Haven't the police ever looked into it?
Sure, investigating organized crime is an ongoing effort in the city. Hell, the CIA even stepped in after that string of murders.
And?
They found nothing.
But what if?
Richard, do you believe aliens exist?
No, not really.
Why?
There's no proof that they do.
Exactly. Thousands of people investigate alien life, and a handful of crazies even say they've met them, but no undeniable proof. Same thing here.
If you say so.
So maybe it wasn't Raban at all. Or maybe Raban is under the control of these people. I need to find out more about this.
All I could find was his phone.
That might be enough. Let's check it out. Okay, show me something good, baby. Show me something good. Looks like he only used this phone to call his family. Maybe a few people from the office, nothing out of the ordinary.
So it's useless? Maybe he has a second phone.
Doubtful. He's got anti-scan on this one, and that's illegal. He wouldn't risk putting that on a second device.
Anti-scan? Aren't you scanning it now?
Because I have the physical phone. You can't scan him wirelessly.
I see.
Sorry, buddy. I can take a closer look, but I doubt there's anything deeper than what's for dinner calls.
Okay, well, give it back to me then. I should go.
See you around.
The plant looks great in here, but it's fake. She used to have one of my paintings there. I can't say I blame her for throwing it out. Looks like a lot of old police textbooks and computer manuals. Judy used to be the go-to person on the force when you needed to hack into a system. Judy's computer is practically her baby. I shouldn't touch it. My old friend Judy. There was a time when I thought she might be the one for me, but I don't think she holds any warm feelings towards me after what I did to her. Good afternoon.
Hello there. How may I help you?
Tell me something about yourself.
Me? I'm a book lover through and through. I've worked here for more years than I care to tell you. I love it here. I wouldn't change my job for anything in the world.
Don't say that too loud, or your boss will hear and take advantage of it.
No, I'm not afraid of that. He's a very sweet young man, like yourself.
Thank you, ma'am. I'd like to use a computer.
Of course, sir. May I please see your library card?
I actually don't have one, but I need to use a computer. It's urgent.
I am sorry, but the computers are for members of this library only.
I'll be quick, I promise. I can pay you.
I'm sorry, that's impossible. Rules are rules, no exceptions.
What can you tell me about this library?
This building has a long history. One of the men who helped build this city founded it more than 200 years ago.
That's impressive.
The library does need renovations, though. When Elmstat was running for mayor, he promised a new wing would be constructed. I'm so sad he passed away.
So am I. Okay, I'd like to sign up for a library card then.
I apologize, but you'll have to wait until tomorrow.
Why is that?
Because the only librarian who can register new members is Hillary, and today is her day off.
You're kidding. Is there any way I can access a computer without a card?
Sorry, dear. No.
I have to go now.
Goodbye, dear.
Excuse me.
Yes?
What are you doing?
Can't you see I'm rather busy?
I apologize, sir. Can I help you somehow?
Pfft, I deeply doubt that.
Why is that?
Because no one can help me, unless you're a psychic.
What do you mean?
I am looking for something that is impossible to find.
I see. What can you tell me about this library?
It's the oldest in the city. Been here for at least a century. They've updated it and modernized it, of course. But you can still feel the history in the walls. I love that about this place.
I know what you mean. I feel it too. I thought I was the only one.
This is a magical place. I spend all my time here. Best thing about being a bookworm is that no matter how many hundreds of books you may have read, there are always thousands more right there waiting for you.
Exactly, my friend. You understand. Let me help you, please. But you have to tell me what it is you're looking for.
I am looking for a woman I met more than 10 years ago.
And these are...
Phone books, yes. All I know is that her name is Mary.
That's all you know? There's no way you'll be able to find her like this. There are dozens of phone books here, and each must have hundreds of Marys in them.
And I call each and every one of them.
Well, you were probably right. I don't see how I can help.
If only I had an older version of these phone books. They used to organize them by district, and that would be much easier. I know she lived in the Fleetwood district.
I'll see what I can do. See you for now.
Bye.
An old phone book. Here, sir. Try this.
My goodness! This is the version I was looking for. Where did you get it?
In an old place.
So, let me see. No. Look at this! There is only one Mary in the Fleetwood district. This must be her. Thank you very much, young man. Is there any way I can do something for you?
Actually, you could help me with something. I need to access the computer, but I'm not a member of the library.
No problem, my friend. Here, you can borrow my card.
Thank you kindly, sir.
I can finally call her now.
The library card I borrowed, I should give it back later on. So I have a card. Can I use the computer now?
Of course, dear. Let me see. Wait a minute. This is not your card. This is Jake's card.
Yeah, he lent it to me. Just for today. Is that okay?
Jake, did you loan your membership card to this gentleman?
Yes, I did. He's a wonderful young man, and I owe him one.
Okay, if Jake says it's all right, you can use the computer.
Thank you very much. Here's something. February 1983. Will the killing ever stop? Last night, another politician was found dead. Stephen Broadman, a top advisor to the mayor, was murdered in his summer home just a few miles outside the city. This marks the 6th murder in 2 years of individuals connected to the mayor or the city council. Detective Howard J. Proctor, the head of the investigation, said in a statement, "We are working with our best men, and I can assure you we are very close to ending this madness." Detective Proctor declined to comment on whether the killings might be politically motivated, or if the police have discovered any other connections between the murders. Interesting. I better find out more about this Detective Proctor. He may have some useful information. First, I need to find out where he lives. There's only one person who can help me with that. Here's your card, sir. Thank you very much for the favor.
Thank you, my boy.
Hey, Judy. Can you run a name for me?
Who is it?
A detective who worked on the old murder cases from the 80s. His name is Proctor. Heard of him?
Proctor. Sounds familiar.
I want to pay him a visit if he's still in the city. Can you get me his address?
Just a second. Alrighty, Howard James Proctor, former detective, studied criminal justice, okay. Married, wife deceased, blah, blah, blah. Yep, here it is. Got a pen handy? It's 76 Maple Street, apartment A.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Judy. I owe you one.
You owe me a few now. Good luck.
What a beautiful old house. I imagine there must be a lot of history behind this building. This door leads to Detective Proctor's house.
Hello? Who's there?
Are you all right?
Help me, please.
How can I help?
I'm having a seizure. I need my pills.
I'll call an ambulance.
No! Do not call anyone. I'd rather die than go to the hospital.
What do you need me to do?
Go to the pharmacy. It's just down the street. Get me heparin. Please hurry.
Okay, I'll be back as soon as possible. Looks like this guy is stocking a new shipment. He's being a little rough with those boxes, though. He should be more careful. That's the warehouse, I assume. That's a lot of medicine. That's a lot of medicine. A pharmacist. Doesn't look like she enjoys her job very much. Good afternoon.
Hello. What can I do for you?
I need medicine. Heparin. Right away.
Do you have a prescription?
No, I don't. But a man is in serious danger.
Yeah, sure. A man is in danger. Never heard that one before.
What?
We don't just hand out drugs to junkies here. You need a prescription.
You don't understand. It's not for me. This man could die.
No prescription, no medicine. I'm sorry.
How can you be so cruel? How can you live with yourself?
Easy. I wake up, come to work, and do my job. And my job is to provide medicine to people who actually need it.
How can I prove to you it's really for my friend?
By providing a prescription.
This is hopeless. I need to get it another way. I should go now.
Goodbye.
Hi there.
What do you want?
Just saying hello.
You don't have anything better to do?
What are you doing?
What does it look like I'm doing? I'm working.
What's your job here?
Hey man, get a life. I don't come to your job and bother you while you're working. Do you even have a job?
I'm a painter.
Well, look at you, Mr. Fancy Pants. Must be nice. I carry heavy boxes. That's my job.
What can you tell me about this pharmacy?
It's a pharmacy, same as every other one in the city. The truck drops stuff off, I bring it in.
Do you know anything about the lady up front?
Yeah, she's a pain in the ass. All she does is complain and act superior to everybody. You know what? I think you two would get along.
I should go now.
Fine.
An employee card I stole from the pharmacy worker.
Here.
Why didn't you say you work for us?
I'm happy to say you passed the test.
What test?
I'm the regional pharmacy inspector. You didn't sell me the pills, which is correct. You shouldn't sell anything to anyone without a prescription. Keep up the good work.
Oh, thank you.
Although I do have a friend who needs his heparin. That won't be a problem, will it?
Of course not. I have it right here.
Thank you. I'm giving you a perfect score on this review. I should go now.
Goodbye.
I came back with your pills.
Please, come in. Please, give me my pills.
This picture fits perfectly here. A bar stocked with top-shelf liquor, 18-year-old scotch, fine cognac, you name it. He looks really bad. I better give him the pills. Heparin from the pharmacy. Here you are, sir.
I cannot thank you enough for what you've done for me, my boy.
Of course. It was no trouble.
If you hadn't passed by, I don't know what would have happened. Please, have a seat. You're not one of those Jesus freaks, are you? Or here to get me to sign a petition against war in the Middle East? Because I'm so very tired of those people.
No, nothing like that.
So, what brings you to an old, lonely man's home? You're not a thief, I know that much. Or you would have ransacked the place and left me for dead.
No, I just came to ask you a few questions.
Very well. Let's have a seat then.
Thank you. Pictures of his loved ones, apparently. An antique clock. It's beautiful. Handmade, I presume. He has quite a collection of old mystery novels. He has that far-off look in his eyes. I can't imagine the things he's seen in his life as a detective. Heparin from the pharmacy. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Of course not.
You were a detective once, weren't you?
Yes, I was. Why do you ask?
I've read a lot about you.
Oh, you have you? I didn't think anyone gave a damn about the old schoolers.
You were a hell of a detective back in the day. One of the best.
I don't know about all that. It was a job. I did it better than most, I suppose.
I'm sure you heard about the death of Carl Elmstat.
Of course, it was all over the news. I understand they caught the bastard. He deserves to rot in prison. Though nowadays, prison is for girls. These degenerates spend all day watching TV, going to the gym, studying. Ha! Might as well be a spa resort. Back in my day, prison was hell. If you murdered a good man like Carl Elmstat, you were made to feel the full, brutal force of the law. Who's Elmstat to you?
I'm Richard Elmstat, his son.
Oh, I'm so sorry, my boy. I can't imagine your pain.
But you can help me.
How's that?
Can't you see it? The mayor promises change and reform. Then, he's assassinated. Sound familiar?
You're referring to the cases I closed more than 30 years ago. They were solved, my boy. What does your father have to do with them?
The same people did it. You know it.
Know what?
There is a secret society that rules the city. They're not elected. They exist in the shadows.
You're drawing conclusions based on conspiracy theories.
Am I?
Either way, your father's case is closed. They caught his killer. What else is there to do?
I can't let them get away with this.
And you plan to reopen the investigation all by yourself? That's madness.
Help me or don't. You can't change my mind.
I was a young man with crazy ideas once, too. If some old man told me it was impossible, I told him to shove off, and did it anyway. Very well. I will help you if I can.
What about those murders you investigated back in the 80s? They were similar to my father's case, weren't they?
Somewhat.
Tell me what you know. Please. You caught 4 of these murderers. They must have told you something.
No one said anything. Most of them died before I had the chance to question them. I believe there is only one still alive, but...
What?
It's pointless to speak to him.
Why? Who is he?
His name is Michael Coltrane, but everyone just calls him Crazy Mike. Spends all day rambling about aliens or monsters or some nonsense like that. After we arrested him, we had him institutionalized.
This was no ordinary break-in. It was a planned assassination, just like in the cases you worked so many years ago.
Those cases are closed. Cold-blooded thieves in the night, nothing more.
But you don't believe that. You're not on the force anymore. You don't have to lie to me. At this point, you're only lying to yourself.
All right, but what I'm about to tell you has never been proven. I came close a few times, but my superiors wouldn't hear of it. They even tried to suspend me for talking about it.
I'm listening.
There is a group of... people. They rule this city from the shadows. They control everything. If you step out of line, they will kill you.
I knew it.
As I said, I could never prove any of it. No one was allowed to investigate any case relating to the matter. I had to turn a blind eye. I had to carry on as though I knew nothing.
But who are these people? Are they mobsters? A secret society?
I really don't know. I only know they exist and that they've been here for decades.
You must know more.
There were rumors that they moved through the city using underground tunnels. But that's impossible, and I never found any reason to believe that was true. That's all I know, my boy.
Thank you, sir. This has been very helpful. What can you tell me about this Crazy Mike?
He was once a very talented assassin. Killed a lot of politicians across South America and Europe in the 80s. His psychiatrist claims he had an epiphany. He suddenly realized the horrors of his profession, and snap! He couldn't take the guilt. He went insane.
Is he still in the same prison hospital?
As far as I know. Why?
I want to talk to him.
And what do you plan to do? Kick down the door and demand to question a lunatic? They'll lock you up with him. You can't just visit a place like that. And even if you do see him, he won't tell you a thing. I can still picture the crazy look in his eyes when we busted his apartment. And the smell! He hadn't gotten up off the floor in a week. Pissed all over himself. Couldn't even speak except for some gibberish about the monsters. He was terrified. We never could get a confession out of him. Couldn't even get him to say a proper sentence. I can't imagine they cured him in that hospital.
Still, I need to speak to him. It could help me a lot.
You can try, but I wouldn't if I were you.
I appreciate your help.
Of course.
Thank you for your time, sir. I'll let you be now.
No trouble at all. It was a pleasure to meet you, Richard. Good luck with your investigation. And thanks again for helping me. You're a good man.
Don't mention it. I'll need to get past this guard if I want to meet Michael Coltrane. This one is closed. I should try the open one.
Where do you think you're going, sir? That area is off limits. I can only let in doctors and those with explicit permission from the court. Show me your credentials, or you'll be removed from the premises.
Oh, of course. Sorry. Hello, officer.
Good afternoon, sir. Can I help you?
I'm here to visit Michael Coltrane.
And you are?
A friend of his.
Mr. Coltrane is not allowed visitors. There's been a court order.
I really need to see him. It's urgent.
No exceptions, sir. The only people allowed to see him are his doctors and those with explicit permission from the court. I cannot let you in.
I see. Hey, Judy.
Hello, Richie.
I need you to help me forge something.
Again? You're really enjoying this newfound life of crime, aren't you?
I prefer to think of myself as a detective.
And where do the clues lead today, Sherlock?
Prison hospital. I want to talk to Michael Coltrane.
Michael Coltrane. Michael Coltrane. Crazy Mike?
That's the one. You know him?
Of course, he was a modern-day Jack the Ripper. At least that's what the papers called him in the 80s. You want to talk to this guy? You're insane.
Thanks for the encouragement.
Just saying, he went on a killing spree through the city. What does he have to do with your case?
Detective Proctor told me he was the killer in the last of the political assassinations. He might be able to tell me something. Problem is, he went insane just before they caught him.
Huh. Wow. Look at you, knowing all the top secret information before me. I'm a little jealous.
I'm starting to get the hang of this. You think you can forge some paperwork to get me in?
Sure, give me a second. This should get you access to most of the prison wing. It's a clearance pass for a visiting psychiatrist. The guard won't look twice at it. Just don't forget, your name is Dr. Frank Villarmo.
You're my hero, Judy. What would I do without you? You know, not many people would help someone like me. Not after I left everyone I love. After I left you.
Richard, I don't know if I can ever forgive you. I hoped that you would come back one day, but when you disappeared, that hurt. That hurt for a long time. Seeing you again is a little like picking at the scars, you know?
If you want me to leave...
No, stay. I need to know why you left. I need to hear you say it.
I told you. I had my reasons.
Richard, I don't care what you say. Just don't avoid the question anymore. Why did you leave?
It happened gradually. I felt myself pulling away from everyone. Getting further and further. And then I reached a point when I couldn't speak to anyone.
Why not?
I was depressed. I would lie awake all night, unable to sleep. And when the morning came, I couldn't get out of bed.
That's why you wouldn't sleep here?
I didn't want to put that on you.
You could have told me. I could have helped. We all could have. Patricia, Miranda, everyone.
I know. I chose to be alone. But then being alone became too much. I couldn't escape the feeling. I started
What? Tell me.
sleeping with my models. I thought it would cure my depression, and it would work for a little while. I would forget how I felt. I'd forget everything. I would convince myself I was happy again. But before the night was over, everything would come crashing down on me again.
Richard,
Don't think you weren't good enough. I cared about you, I did. Once I started with that, I couldn't look you in the eye. I was so ashamed. Then I ran away, so that I wouldn't have to see you. You, or anyone else.
I don't want forgiveness. I don't deserve that. And after I finish investigating my father's murder, I'll leave. I won't bother you again.
I had no idea. I'm glad you told me. Thank you. Thank you for being honest.
It's the least I can do. I'll talk to you soon. I should go.
Sure.
Papers I need to get into the prison hospital. Hello, sir. I am Dr. Frank Villiarmo. I would like to examine Michael Coltrane.
Good afternoon, Doctor. Let me see. All right, you're good to go. Are you new? Haven't seen you here before.
Yes, I've just arrived from the University of Alabama to study Mr. Coltrane. He is a fascinating subject, I must say.
You could say that. Just be careful. The glass is bulletproof, so you're safe, but he does try to intimidate new people.
Don't worry. I'm used to that.
Can I be honest with you, Doctor?
Of course.
This guy is mentally ill. I mean, seriously deranged. I don't understand why you're all so fascinated by him.
The most disturbing cases are always the most interesting.
I'll say this. He has gotten better over time. Been here 30 years. And when he's medicated, he can at least speak coherently.
The treatments are working then?
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, good luck.
Thank you.
This is Michael Coltrane's cell. Hello? My name is Richard. I know you don't believe me, but I need your help.
No, not another shrink. I had enough of you people. I'm not crazy. I know what I saw.
I'm not a doctor, Michael. I just want to hear your story. I want to know what you saw back in the 80s.
I already told my story 1,000 times. They got it on tape and everything. Ask one of your shrink friends to play it for you.
I told you, Michael. I'm not a doctor.
Yeah, right. Ain't nobody come through here but doctors and guards. Beat it, Doc.
You're right. I'm not supposed to be here. I forged documents and snuck in just to see you. My father was killed.
I don't know you. I don't know your father. Not my problem.
He was killed by the same people who hired you all those years ago.
And what do you want from me? I can't help you.
You're the only witness still alive.
You think I know something?
I know something happened to you. You're not the same man you once were. The people who killed my father, they changed you.
Well, that may be true, but it doesn't matter. Nobody believes me.
I do.
Hold up, if you ain't a cop, and you ain't a doctor, how did you find out about me?
Detective Proctor told me about you.
Proctor, yeah, that guy, he's still alive?
More or less. Listen, Michael. I risked a lot just coming here. You're the only one who can help me. Please, I beg you. Tell me everything you know about these people. I don't think you're crazy. I trust you. So please, trust me.
All right then.
Tell me exactly what happened.
I remember like it was yesterday. By that time, I already had 3 kills in the books, and a nice pile of money in the bank. So I said to myself, that's it. I'm done. Then this guy all dressed in black shows up one day, says he'll pay me $800 grand to kill some guy. He puts 100 grand in cash right there in front of my hand and says, "This is just for listening to me. You get the rest when the job's done." So I agreed. I'd do one more job.
Who did you have to kill?
The target was some guy I'd never heard of, but apparently he was famous. Some kind of president of the Peace of America organization. Tyler Green, if I remember right. To this day, I don't know why this hippie was so important.
Tyler Green was the man who inspired my father's entire political philosophy.
The pieces start to fall together. So I did the job. The guy in black said to meet him in this shack way out on the outskirts of the city. He asked for pictures, for proof. Oh God, no, not again.
What's wrong?
I'll see it again. No, get out of my head.
Michael, look at me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sometimes I have these seizures, as the shrinks call them.
Are you okay to keep talking?
Sure, where was I? Oh yeah, the guy in black says how satisfied they are with my work. Says they got my money right there. But first, he wants to sit and talk. He says they want me to work for them full time, but doesn't say who they are. By this point, I don't really care. Mafia, CIA, the Russians, whatever. I just wanted to get my money and get out of there. And then it happened. The room was quiet. Kinda like this room right now. But then it got too quiet. No sound at all. He started talking again, but his mouth was closed.
What do you mean?
God help me, I never experienced anything like it. He told me they needed me. They wanted me to be one of them.
Who were they?
I don't know, he just kept sending his thoughts to my head, and I heard every word just as I can hear you now. But that wasn't the worst of it. Someone else was talking. At first I thought they were in the room too, but there was nobody there. He spoke to me. He tried to convince me. He showed me pictures in my head. He showed me their incredible wealth, the power they had. He showed me how they control the world. I saw it all with my head, as if I'd experienced it myself. Like a memory, these people are not from this world. They're monsters, aliens from another planet. I started screaming. I left the money on the table and ran. And the whole time I was running, I could hear the voices in my head. The voices started speaking some nonsense language, whispering like they were right next to me. I went back to my apartment and lay on the floor for what must have been days.
Do you still hear them, Michael?
I heard them for a week or two after that. Then all of a sudden they stopped. But sometimes...
What?
Sometimes I see things.
What things?
Things not of this world. We are slaves, Richard. I don't want to live like this anymore. I don't want to see these things. I envy those I killed. Living in this hell is my true punishment.
Don't worry, Michael. Everything will be all right.
You don't know how often I hear that phrase. It's never gonna be all right. Never. Not as long as they exist.
He may be hiding something important. I should check out Coltrane's apartment in case there's any evidence left behind. That is, if the apartment still exists. You've been locked away a long time, so you probably don't know. But you're kind of famous. You were one of the best at your job. Some might even say you were a legend.
Me? A legend, really?
Look, I don't condone what you did, but I am impressed you managed to get so close to so many important people. Politicians, world leaders. It's not easy.
I was good, wasn't I? but I hated every second of it.
So why did you do it?
The money, why else? 800,000 to kill one car? People on the street kill for a few dollars. I thought of myself as a higher class of killer, but a legend? No, I never thought I'd be a legend.
That's it for now. Hey, just me.
Make it fast, Richie. I'm a little busy at the moment. How did it go? Were you able to talk to him?
A little.
Was he totally out of his mind?
He was calm for the most part. Must be heavily medicated. But he told me some interesting stuff. He claims he was working for this secret society. I want to look through his old apartment. There might be some clues left behind.
I'm sure the police cleaned the place out. Who knows if it's even there anymore?
I still want to check it out. Can you find the address?
Can Pavarotti sing? Count to 10 and I'll have it. Okay, let's see. Got it. Michael Coltrane, last known address 952 Lincoln Avenue. Now let's see if it's still standing. You're in luck. Nobody's touched the place since 1978. And no new tenants since Crazy Mike. I guess nobody wants to sleep in Jack the Ripper's old bedroom. All the same, be careful. That's a rough neighborhood. The place is probably crawling with junkies.
Thanks, I will.
And hey.
Yeah?
I've been thinking about everything you told me before. I want you to know I'm not mad at you. It took a lot of guts to tell me all that, and it wasn't easy to hear. But I forgive you.
Thanks. That means a lot to me.
I don't want you to disappear again after this. I don't have a lot of friends, and I could use one to talk to now and again.
I'd like that.
Anyway, here I go getting sentimental when you have a case to solve. Have fun at your crack house.
Yeah, I'll try. Talk to you soon.
I'll be here.
Whoa, this place is a mess. You can see the underlying brick wall. This place needs some serious fixing. This thing has been cold for more than 30 years. Might as well be making the room colder. An old table. A beautiful view of one of the worst neighborhoods in the city. No thanks. A table leg broke off. It seems hollow. A leg from the table I destroyed. I smashed a hole in the wall with the table leg. There's something in here. Look at that. A map. A map I found in Coltrane's apartment. It looks like it leads into the woods. It shows the coordinates of the hut where Coltrane held secret meetings with those people, whoever they are. At least I hope that's where it leads. I don't need to carry that around anymore.
I'm not gonna lie. This place gives me the creeps. I bet no one has stepped foot in this part of the forest in years. A knitted basket. It must have been here for decades. Almost looks like a small table. I don't need that. There's a lot of useless junk down here. Those are too big to carry around. 2 large wooden planks. They're very dusty. A regular wooden board. Surprisingly dry, considering the humidity. A solid wooden board. I'll take it. A small stick, and what looks like a wax block from a do-it-yourself homemade candle kit. I might find a use for this wax block and that wooden stick. A dirty old rug. Not even a dog would sit on that. A trap door. It looks like a trap door. Well, well, well. What do we have here? A secret door. I wonder what's down below. A small piece of rope. I'll take this piece of rope. There is something deeply unsettling about this place. I don't like it. I should look around and get back to the city as soon as possible. An artistic soul in human flesh. That's me, all right. Looks like a bunch of junk on a table. I can't see anything. A solid wooden stick. It's small, but durable. A dry wooden board. I can't see what I'm doing down here. Richard, this is a bad idea. Please try not to burn down the whole forest. I actually made fire. I put the wooden board on the basket. A block of wax. It's hard. This is a good idea, but the wax is too hard right now. Nice. I've melted the wax. Call me a craftsman. I actually made myself a candle. Now that I've lit the candle, I can put this out. I don't want to be responsible for a forest fire. Looks like a bunch of junk on a table. I don't need that junk. I don't need that junk. Looks like a bunch of junk on a table.
This is the map that leads to the old hut where Coltrane met with those mysterious people.
I don't need that junk. I don't need that junk. I don't need that junk. What's this? These two pieces of paper have some interesting symbols on them. They appear to be different languages, though. I wonder what they mean.
I don't recognize these symbols. Strange-looking symbols. They don't look like any kind of human language I've ever seen.
I better leave the candle here. There's no time for small talk. I don't need the computer right now. I'm sorry to bother you again. Can you tell me anything about these symbols?
Why, of course. These are ancient Sumerian symbols. Cuneiform, to be more precise. One of the oldest forms of writing.
Wow, you really know your stuff. Are you able to read them?
I recognize what they are, but I have no idea how to read them.
That's okay. Thank you anyway. This has been very helpful. Okay, this is helpful. Those symbols are Sumerian cuneiform. I should look into that. No point in asking Judy for help with this. She's as much of a history buff as I am a sports fan. I'll do some research on my own. Keyword, Sumerian. Let's see what this library has. Here's the most recent article, published a year ago. It says, From Archaeology to Psychiatry. Professor Dr. Cornelius Blake, Ph.D., a talented professor from St. George's University, is a well-known biologist. The professor's academic interests, however, extend beyond the biology courses he teaches at the university level. Blake's research in biology has made him a contender for the Nobel Prize, but he is also a historian and one of the nation's top experts on ancient Sumer and Egypt. He is one of a handful of people in the United States capable of translating ancient Sumerian cuneiform, from which he has received several awards. His accomplishments do not end there. He is also a brilliant mind in psychology and psychiatry. Most recently, he was part of a team from Washington Medical University that made historic breakthroughs in treating several challenging cases of schizophrenia. Interesting. I should visit the university and talk to Professor Blake. If he can translate Sumerian symbols, that would be a huge help. My guess is this secret society uses this ancient language as a code of some kind. It's an electrical breaker box. What can I say? It's a door. Struggling with your bio research? Let me do it for you. Available for all types of research. Price is negotiable. 555-213-6897. Brian Kosloff. Somebody wrote, "We don't need no education." I had the same attitude when I was in school. This place is huge. Blake keeps his workspace very neat. I wish I was that organized. Safety first. What can I say? It's a door. A desk drawer. I wonder what's inside it. Chemistry was never my thing. This machine almost looks like a microwave to me. I've always been fascinated by microscopes. There's so much that our eyes can't see. Chemistry was never my thing. All-around genius Professor Blake. I hope I won't bother him too much. Hello, Professor.
Good afternoon.
My name is Richard. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
I'm a bit busy at the moment, but seeing as how you've already interrupted me, what can I do for you?
I've read some very interesting things about you.
Is that so? What about?
About your work. You've published papers in an extraordinary number of fields. History, anthropology, biology, psychology.
You exaggerate. I just helped with the translations. Once you know a language, you know it in every subject. And one time I helped a few people suffering from schizophrenia. That's all.
Wow, that's still very impressive. It's an honor to speak to someone like you.
Oh, please. Journalists like to pitch us as academic heroes so they can sell their articles. If they wrote about my Intro to Biology course, which I teach every day, no one would give a damn.
You're too humble. Goodbye, Professor.
Goodbye.
I'd like your help with something.
I'll see what I can do, but you don't look like a student. What's this about?
I understand you can translate Old Sumerian text. Is that right?
That's correct. I completed my dissertation on Sumerian literature during the 3rd dynasty of Ur. But I'm sorry, I don't offer tutoring on the subject. If you want to learn more about Sumerian language, you can buy my book, Forgotten Art and Literature in the Middle East. It's in the campus bookstore.
Maybe another time. I'm only looking to translate one piece of paper.
Can I see it?
Here.
Interesting. It appears to be a particularly early form of Sumerian writing, and yet it's been written on parchment less than 50 years old. Where did you get this?
I'm sorry, that's a private matter. I'd rather not say. I'll pay you for the translation, of course.
No, payment won't be necessary. I relish the opportunity to dig into texts I've never seen before. Hold on a moment.
What is it?
Sir, you must tell me where you got this.
I'm sorry, I really can't.
I just need time to translate it.
Of course. When can I come by to...
If you'll excuse me, I really must get back to work.
Just let me know when I should be...
Yes, come back in a day or two.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Professor.
Not a problem. Goodbye.
That was weird. Why was he so upset about the parchment? Does he know something? Can you tell me anything about these symbols?
Quite striking, but it doesn't look like any human language I've ever seen.
All right, thanks. I better call Judy and have her check him out.
Hi, what's up?
Hey, Judy. Have you ever heard of Professor Cornelius Blake?
Doesn't ring a bell.
Look him up if you can.
Already on it. What do you want to know? Looks like a successful academic. He's got degrees in science, history, literature, a lot of writing credits in journals, teaches college classes. You don't think he's one of the bad guys, do you?
No, not really. After I spoke to Crazy Mike, I started poking around and found a piece of parchment with symbols on it. Turns out it was written in ancient Sumerian.
Okay, and?
And Blake is the only one who can translate the text.
Oh my god, please get to the point. This is so boring.
I found the parchment in an old shack where Crazy Mike made a deal with a man from a secret society. I think they're the ones responsible for these murders.
Okay, I'm back in.
When Blake saw the parchment, he started acting weird. Like he recognized it. Like he knew something.
Interesting. What do you need from me?
Take a closer look at him. I don't know, try hacking the campus closed-circuit cameras or something.
He's drinking coffee right now? He takes it with milk and 2 sugars. Hold on, make that 3 sugars.
Wow, you're too good.
You're right, I am too good for you. Stop trying to butter me up.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Judy. Let me know if anything happens, okay?
Oh god, he's on his 4th pack of sugar. Are those Splendas? Jesus.
Judy.
Yeah. I'll call you if the boring old professor does anything.
Thank you. Let's call it a day. I better get some rest. Time for some much-needed rest. Good morning, sweetheart.
Hey,
You sound tired. You sleep all right?
I guess. Well, actually, there was something I was thinking about last night.
What?
What happened to you back then? You know, when you got all weird and
Patricia.
I never got a straight answer from you. It's been years and I was just a kid. I didn't know what was going on and I've been afraid to ask you. I think about it a lot. You were like a different person. It was scary, but I'm not a kid anymore. Whatever it is, I can handle it.
Why are you so curious now?
Mom mentioned it the other day and I started thinking about it again. I know I can be a pain in the ass sometimes, but I love you. We all care about you, even Mom. She worries you're gonna end up as a drug addict or go crazy or something.
You don't have to worry about me. I don't do drugs. And I'm in a much better place now. I just had a bit of a crisis. That's all. It happens sometimes when you're older.
Like a midlife crisis? When guys have a midlife crisis, they start drinking or gambling or they buy a Porsche. They don't disappear for months or years. You cut yourself off from everyone. Even Judy didn't know what happened to you. I still don't see what you saw in her. Smart-ass bitch.
Watch your mouth, young lady. Judy was a good friend of mine. Don't talk about her like that.
I'm just glad you're not with her anymore. She was bossy. You never used to let anyone boss you around.
I let you boss me around.
I'm allowed to. I'm your daughter. And you're avoiding the question. What happened? Can't you tell me?
Yes, of course. Just not right now. I gotta go, okay, honey?
Yeah, fine. Just trying to talk to the invisible dad.
I'm sorry I haven't seen you much lately. I will soon. I promise. I just need time to figure something out.
Don't worry, Dad. I'm used to it. I have to do my homework anyway.
I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, okay.
Alright. Hopefully Professor Blake has done some translating overnight. I should pay him a visit. Somebody wrote, "We don't need no education." I had the same attitude when I was in school. Here's a new one. I'm not able to attend today's lecture. My colleague, Mr. Smith, will take over. In case of any problems, please contact me on my cell, 555-698-4777. Sincerely, Professor Cornelius Blake. All-around genius Professor Blake. I hope I won't bother him too much. Hello, Professor.
Oh, it's you.
Were you able to translate the symbols?
You need to give me more time than that.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude. It's just very important to me.
Well, I'm a very busy man. You'll just have to wait.
When will you have time to translate it?
I don't know. Maybe in a few days.
Can I take it for now, then? I'll bring it back once you have time.
I'm sorry, but I left it at home.
I see. All right. No problem. I'll come back another day. I'll let you work for now. Goodbye.
Very well. Goodbye.
Left it at home? My ass. I bet he's already translated it and he knows something. I need to lure him out of the office and search the place. It looks like a vial with blood and a dry skin sample. I need to lure him out of the office and search the place. I don't need that.
Hello.
Professor Cornelius Blake?
Yes? Who is this?
My name is Jason Truman, one of your bio students. Something terrible happened in the classroom. Please, Professor, we need your help.
I'll be there as soon as I can.
Thank you, Professor. It worked like a charm. Now I just need to find a place to hide. The door is closed. It's closed. It's an electrical breaker box. There was a loose wire. I didn't even have to pull very hard on it. The door is closed. What can I say? It's a door. A thin, bendable wire. I unlocked the door. All right, I don't have much time. I'll look around quickly and get out of here. Blood and skin samples. I better take it. It looks like a note. Look at that. He actually translated the symbols. A picture of his daughter, apparently. She looks too young to be his wife. I'll just borrow this.
picture of a young woman. Maybe Blake's daughter. Wait a minute. There's a key hidden in the back of the frame. A key I found in the picture frame. I wonder what it opens. Blake must be hiding something. The translated Sumerian symbols. Blood and skin samples I found in Blake's office. I should take a closer look at them. But how? And where? I unlocked the door. It looks like a notebook. This appears to be Blake's diary, or more of a work journal than a personal diary. Wow, it's incredibly detailed. Psychiatry, biology, anthropology. This guy studies everything. Let me see if there's anything helpful in here. This guy really knows his stuff. He's been working on 3 huge projects simultaneously. You have to admit his genius. This section seems focused on biology, even some history. He's very interested in Iran. I wonder what for. An old Sumerian civilization? So this is why he was interested in my parchment. Let's see, student biology research, homework assignments. What's this? Here's something written in red. It says, Metaphobia? What the hell is that? It seems to be Blake's personal project. Some kind of independent research. Judging by the highlighted text, it looks important. Whoa, this is strange. Superior race taking over? Telepathic communication? Hallucinations, delusions, insomnia? What is this? This doesn't look like a university project. There are lots of symbols similar to those from the parchment. Are my symbols somehow related to his research? This is why Blake acted so strangely when I showed him the parchment. According to this, he not only knows about this secret society, he's also working on exposing them. Blake either went crazy, or he's onto something big. But why would someone with his IQ believe in a conspiracy theory? What if, just maybe, Crazy Mike wasn't that crazy after all? His delusions and hallucinations might have been caused by something Blake is trying to uncover. Reptilians. What the hell are reptilians? Some kind of lizard cult or something? Here he's drawn sketches of humanoids. They're like lizard-human mutants. Come on, does Blake really believe in this? And how is this connected to the deaths of all those politicians? And what is metaphobia? Here's something. According to Blake, it's a phenomenon when one's mind changes as a result of high telekinetic frequencies. This phenomenon is often mistaken for schizophrenia, but Blake sought to prove the existence of metaphobia. His primary patient was a man named Stuart Winkelstein. He was diagnosed with schizophrenia, but Blake was convinced he suffered from metaphobia. Wait a minute. This name rings a bell. Stuart Winkelstein. Winkelstein. I remember now. He was a successful politician from a different political party than my father's, but he had similar goals. Like all the other victims. There's a weird connection between these cases. But what does it all mean? Stuart Winkelstein mysteriously disappeared more than 7 years ago, and Blake couldn't find out what happened to him. According to Blake, this lizard cult somehow screws with people's minds in order to control them. In most cases, the human mind is too fragile to withstand the pressure, and they suffer from metaphobia. Long story short, they become delusional and go mad because of the high level of unnatural frequencies in their brains. When someone suffers from metaphobia,
They are highly delusional. They suffer from hallucinations and tend to claim that he or she knows that the human race is doomed. He also mentions a museum in Iran called the Shant-Magorian Museum. Apparently the only one in the world that has an exhibition about mysticism in Sumerian culture. There aren't many details, but he highlighted Sumer and Iran. He's also sketched a few symbols, which are very similar to the ones I gave him. And what is this? He claims there is a book in this Iranian museum that details old Sumerian culture and their connection to this cult. The book is called The Draconium. Sounds demonic. He wrote, "The Draconium is the answer," right underneath the text. This must be really important. What the hell is going on? This has to be connected to my father's death. But a cult? A secret society? Why would they want my father dead? He also mentioned some kind of secret island, but there isn't much information. I should check out the museum Blake mentions in this journal. It must have some information about all this madness. Man, this case is getting out of hand. I better take this journal with me. Just some university textbooks. Nothing I'm interested in.
Hello?
Hi, I'm calling about the note you posted in the university.
Oh, yeah. What do you need help with?
I have a blood and skin sample I need processed. Would you be able to help?
Yeah, no problem. It'll cost you between $50 and $100, depending on what kind of research we're talking about.
That's fine.
I'm not on campus right now. Can you meet me in the city library?
Sure, no problem.
Cool. See you soon.
Goodbye. This must be that guy Kosloff that I spoke to earlier on the phone. Hi, are you Brian Kosloff?
The one and only. You the guy who called before?
Yeah.
So what can I do for you?
I'd like some research done on these blood and skin samples. I want to know everything there is to know about them. Blood type, skin tone, age, everything. And let me know if you find anything out of the ordinary. Diseases, chemicals, whatever it might be.
All right, I'll give it a shot. It'll cost you $100. Pleasure doing business with you. I'll call you tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Have a nice day.
Someone is calling me. Hey, Judy.
Richard, something terrible has just happened.
What are you talking about?
You know the biology professor you asked me to watch? Professor Cornelius Blake?
Yeah, what happened?
He's just been killed.
What? That can't be. I just spoke to him.
I don't know what happened, but please keep your eyes open.
I can't believe it. Keep me updated if you hear anything else.
I will.
What's going on? What happened to Professor Blake? If they were onto him, they may be onto me as well. I should lay low for now. These people could be anywhere. I don't even know who they are. I'll go home and rest. This is getting intense. All this commotion about Professor Blake has me exhausted. I should call it a day. Good morning, honey. How are you?
Bored. I hate this city. There's nothing to do. I don't know anyone. How can you live here?
It's a city, Patricia. There are a million things you can do. When I finish my work, I'll take you out and show you all the great things the city has to offer. We'll go to a museum or an art exhibition, like we used to.
When you finish your work, you always have work. Mysterious secret work you won't tell anyone about.
I'll tell you once it's all sorted out.
Does this have something to do with Grandpa's death?
What? How do you know that?
I can just tell. You're kind of easy to read, you know that? Is there a problem with the inheritance? You should talk to Mom if you need money.
I don't need money. It has nothing to do with that. It's something else related to your grandfather. I'll explain everything when the time comes.
Wow, Gandalf with the cryptic messages. Whatever. Keep your secret. I don't care. I gotta go study for a test. God, I can't wait for winter break.
Well, if you get good grades, I'll take you out somewhere nice for your break.
I always get good grades.
And I'm proud of you for that.
Yeah, okay, bye.
Someone is calling me. Brian?
Hey, I did some research into those samples you gave me. If it's okay, can we meet again at the library?
Perfect. I'll head over there in a few minutes.
Great. I'm here now. See you soon.
Hello. So what did you find out?
Look, man, I don't know what kind of weird shit you're into, but I don't want to be a part of it.
What do you mean?
Don't play stupid. The blood is half human DNA and half some kind of lizard DNA. The skin has scales like a fish or a snake, but not like any animal I've ever seen.
Are you serious?
Who are you? You doing some kind of secret government test on humans?
No, you don't
That's messed up, man. It's not right. Just take it and leave. If anyone asks, we never met. Got it? I'm out of here.
This is really getting strange. Could this secret society be experimenting with lizard DNA? I'm not sure where to look next. Professor Blake mentioned a mysterious island in his journal, but he doesn't say where it is. That's the only clue I've got right now. I guess I have to book a flight to Iran to check that museum out. Let's see if I can get a flight to Iran. Jesus, that's pricey. Well, I can't turn back now. So much for my savings. One round trip to Iran it is. Here we go. Let's head to the airport. I better call Patricia.
Yeah?
Patricia, listen to me.
What is it, Dad?
I need to go out of town for a few days. This is very important.
Just say you're seeing your girlfriend. It's fine.
No, listen to me. I'm serious.
All right, calm down. What is it?
It has to do with your grandfather's death. I'm sorry, I can't tell you more. Just be safe. Don't go anywhere by yourself. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Dad, why won't you tell me what's going on?
I'll explain later, I promise. Just be careful, okay? And please, don't tell your mother.
I'm 17, Dad, not 5. I'm not a snitch.
Thanks. I'll talk to you soon.
Hey, you be safe too. Doing whatever it is you're doing.
I will.
Bye.
Damn, I'm lost. These streets are like a maze. I'd better ask around and find out where the museum is. Local boy. He's got a mischievous look in his eyes. I wonder what he's up to. Excuse me, kid. What? Hey.
100 reals, please.
What?
I wipe your shoes, you give me money.
Sorry, I don't have any reals. Only American dollars.
No dollars, only reals.
Listen, kid, can you just tell me where the Shant Megorian Museum is?
No money, no talking.
Damn, how am I supposed to get reals for the kid? Your average marketplace seller. Nothing out of the ordinary about him. He looks miserable. You can tell he hates his job. Fresh fruits and vegetables, though I doubt they're fresh in this hot weather. That's some strange-looking meat hanging there. I think I found the source of that disgusting smell. Hello.
Good day, sir. How may I be of service?
Can you please tell me where the Shant Megorian Museum is?
I'm sorry, sir. I'm not from this town. I only sell fruits and vegetables here in the market. I don't even know there was a museum. Try asking some of the locals.
I will. Thank you. How's business going for you?
Not so well, actually.
Why is that?
See that fat man over there? He pisses me off.
Why?
He is always trying to scare away my customers. Inarma!
Sir, do you think you can change some US dollars into local reals for me? I can't find an exchange office.
Perhaps, but first you need to help me.
How?
See that fat man with a skull on his face by the butcher's stand?
Yeah?
That man is a fraud, creature. He is trying to destroy my business so that he doesn't have any competition.
But that doesn't make any sense. You sell different goods. Can't your customers shop at both stands?
A normal person would think that, yes, but he only sees money. Any rile spent on my produce is a rile they could have spent on his meats. You see, meat is expensive in these parts. Many of my customers buy only fruits and vegetables because that is all they can afford.
I see.
But if he can't keep people away from my stand, they'll spend what little they have at his. Just yesterday, he was yelling all over the market that my vegetables are full of poisonous chemicals. What a lie! My vegetables are pure. They are grown from local farms.
So what do you want from me?
I need you to somehow tamper with his stand.
Are you crazy? That's illegal.
Believe me, it's for the greater good. Most sellers in the market would be thankful if you managed to get rid of that awful man.
All right, I'll try.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I'll come back later.
As you wish, sir.
Ugh, green mold. I guess no one takes much care of this place. I'm not touching that with my bare hands. I scraped a bit of green mold off the wall. Oh, it smells horrible. A piece of mold from the wall.
Excuse me, sir.
Kursta de Barsharid, Bestren Krastiran.
No thank you. I've done it. Look, you can see it from here. The meat he's selling is covered in mold.
I see. Just a moment. Sargun Pesar. Nega konid. Imarch guste facet. Mifrashad. See? Instata refatal hoftat. Gomshas grinja. Tu hog wat kasti. Was cherar.
There's no time for small talk. Okay, I did my part. Can you change my dollars into reals now?
Of course, my friend. Here you are. And here's an extra thanks. Take this cheese bar. My friend gave it to me, but I hate smelly cheese. You Americans love it, don't you?
Yeah, I do actually. Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your visit. Hotavasha. This means God be with you.
Thanks. Goodbye.
What a strange bar of cheese. I've never seen cheese wrapped like this. Doesn't seem like a smart idea to me.
Hello there.
Hello, sir. You're back. Do you have my 100 reals?
All right, kiddo. Here you go. 100 reals.
What the shukaram? Aka.
Now, would you tell me where the Shant Bagorian Museum is?
You go down here, then right. At the end of the long street, turn left and right again.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day. A vending machine. A cold drink sounds nice in this hot weather. It doesn't work without a coin. What a beautiful fountain. I always wanted to have one at home. The sound of a fountain is so relaxing. I always wanted to do this. I just hope it doesn't bring me bad luck. Brochures. Looks like they're free to take. These brochures have a lot of information about ancient Sumer, including simple cuneiform translations. For example, the words big and snake make dragon, or mouth and water makes to drink. They call that art? I'm not gonna lie, this guy looks like a classic hippie. Hello.
Hello there, my friend.
What are you doing?
Waiting for my friend. She went into the city to get some lunch.
Why are you waiting here?
I like it here. I can feel the winds of ancient history blowing through my hair.
I see. You sound American.
Yeah, I'm from Utah.
What a coincidence. Two Americans meeting all the way out here.
It's not that strange. This museum attracts people from all over the world, especially if you're studying reptilian theory. At least, it's famous with my people.
What do you mean by your people?
Oh, right. I'm from the WOC, the World Order Club.
What's that?
It's exactly the opposite of what it sounds like. We don't want to conquer the world. We want to stop others from doing it. We try to solve, as you people call them, conspiracy theories, in order to bring peace and healing to the world. That's why I'm here. I'm researching the reptilians, and this museum is the only one in the world with information on them.
I'm actually here for the reptilians too.
Really? You don't look like the kind of guy who'd be into that. You're not one of those people trying to disprove their existence, are you?
No, I'm here for personal reasons.
Oh my god. Have you met one?
Well, no, but
What did it look like? What did it do to you? How did you...
I never met one. Like I said, it's personal.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You need to tell me everything.
All I can say is they might have had something to do with my father's death.
I'm so sorry to hear that. All right, man. I'll respect your privacy. I'm here because I'm hoping to bring home enough evidence to prove that they exist. I even bought a brand new camera just for this trip. Too bad you can't use it in a museum.
What do you know about the reptilians?
Most famous people and world leaders are reptilians who have shape-shifted to human form. They manipulate human minds and control them like puppets. Some say they ruled long before the first humans and that they created us to be their slaves. Others say they came to our planet and enslaved us.
What do you think?
I think they made us.
Back home, most people don't believe they exist. They'd tell you that you're crazy.
You know why people don't believe these theories? They only accept what they can see and touch. They need to expand their minds, man. Like, just because you've only seen aliens in the movies doesn't mean they're not real. They're out there, man.
So the reptilians are aliens?
Sure. They came to Earth from somewhere else. Sounds like an alien to me. Of course, there are a lot of people who think humans are aliens too. But that's a different story.
I see. All right. See you around.
See ya.
A brochure I got from the museum. An Iranian coin I found in the fountain.
I bought a bottle of fresh water. The only thing I could afford with that Iranian coin. Good afternoon.
Hello, sir. Welcome to the Shanmagoria Museum of History and Archaeology. What can I do for you?
Can you tell me how long this museum has been here?
Why, of course, sir. The museum was established in 1864 with funding from the Ministry of Culture.
And there's a lot here, isn't there?
Oh, yes. You'll notice the building has been divided to cover different topics. There's the prehistoric wing, sections devoted to each of the ancient civilizations, such as the Sumerians and the Akkadians. Then there's a wing dedicated to modern Iranian history.
I've heard you have a Sumerian mysticism section.
Oh, yes, of course. That's one of the main exhibitions. You'll find it in the Sumerian history. Legend has it that supernatural entities ruled the world from the beginning of human history, and that the Sumerians praised them as gods. That's just a myth, of course. Though, for whatever reason, it's caught on with quite a few conspiracy theories.
Interesting. Well, thank you very much. Goodbye.
Have a nice day.
A receptionist. Aside from getting me a ticket, he should be able to provide some information about the museum. I would like to visit the museum.
I'm sorry, but we only take reals.
I would like to buy a ticket.
All right, sir. The ticket costs 100,000 reals. Here you are, sir. Enjoy.
Thanks. A handmade Seljuk rug from the 13th century. It was found in the Alleyway Mosque in Konya, Turkey. I better be careful around this guy. He looks tough. Excuse me, sir. Can I...
If you have any questions about the exhibition, ask the receptionist or go to the information center.
All right. It's an alarm box with a keypad. A gypsum statue that depicts two embracing figures believed to be a married couple. Archaeologists found it buried beneath the floor of a shrine at Nippur, a Sumerian city. It's dated 2600 BC. A scene from the Gilgamesh epic. It tells the story of Gilgamesh, a king of Uruk, who seeks immortality. In the end, he has to accept that eternal life is only for the gods. This stone relief originates from Babylon around 1800 to 1700 BC. This must be the draconium Blake wrote about. I have to get it, somehow. If Blake mentions it in his journal, it must be very important. And it may be helpful for my case, too.
My clothes aren't expensive, but they are very comfortable.
What's that sound? An alarm?
Sir, please do not touch the exhibits.
Sorry. There's an alarm box on the wall. I have to get the code and disarm it. This relief shows a Persian guard. It's from the Palace of Xerxes in Persepolis. It's dated 486 to 464 BC. Huh, look at that. It looks like a little mouse hole. Judging by her clothes, I'd guess she's from around here. A bronze sculpture of a ruler from the old Akkadian dynasty. It represents either Naram Sin or Sargon of Akkad. It was unearthed in Nineveh. It's dated 2300 BC. That's Lamassu, a Babylonian deity. He has the body of a winged bull and the head of a human. This bas-relief was found in the palace of King Sargon II at Dur-Shurukun in Assyria. It's dated 716 to 713 BC. This man is very interested in the exhibition. I wonder if he really believes in mysticism or just enjoys learning about ancient cultures. Look at these Sumerian cuneiforms. They're very similar to the symbols I found in that old shack. These tablets belong to the famous Hamed al-Omari collection. They're from 2040 BC. The translation reads, "The great gods will return. At first the humans will laugh at them. Then they will fight them. But in the end, they will worship them." Interesting. Excuse me, sir. Can I...
Lord Ban, Bimankari Nadari Dobushid Amrihigo.
Okay. It's a small empty shelf. Hi, it's me again.
Hey, man.
That's a really nice camera.
Thanks. It's a Titan HDR X2044 Ultra HD. I bought it on Black Friday, half off. This baby can record 500 frames per second in the highest quality possible.
Nice.
Too bad you can't take pictures in the museum.
Would I be able to borrow it?
You seem like a nice enough guy. But like I said, you can't use it here anyway.
Don't worry. I'll find a way to not get caught.
All right, but please be careful. And while you're at it, take some pictures for me too.
Sure. Thank you very much. All right. See you around.
See ya.
Okay, it's recording right now.
Sir, please do not touch the exhibits.
Sorry. I hope the camera recorded the guard's hand typing in the code.
It recorded the alarm box code. It's 6556.
Don't touch that, sir!
Sorry. Right. The alarm should be disabled now. Judging by her clothes, I'd guess she's from around here. Good afternoon.
Salom, Mar Javin.
I think I've got an idea. I'll put the cheese in this woman's purse. Let's see what happens.
Kodia! Jacmouche! Jacmouche!
Azizaman, Kishan, Komak, Komak.
Wow, I can't believe I actually managed to get the draconium. There's a lot in here, mostly written in ancient Arabic. What I've managed to translate, mostly with the help of illustrations in other languages, is that this reptilian nonsense was actually something ancient civilizations believed in. They worshipped the reptilians and feared them. It's a strange book, though. Some pages are written in Latin, and there are even a few pages in German and English. I wonder who wrote it. It doesn't appear to be that old. Maybe 300 years old at the most. What's this? Looks like a poem. There are also two small maps here. One shows a location near here, an ancient temple of some kind. It's probably just a ruin now, but I should still check it out. What about this other map? Wait a minute. This is the island Blake mentioned in his journal. So it must exist. It's less than 50 miles outside my city. This case is far more complex than I could have ever imagined. But I can't stop now. The puzzle pieces are finally starting to fit together.
As promised, here's your camera back.
I hope you didn't break it, man.
Absolutely not. Take a look.
I'll check it out. Looks good to me.
Alright, I should check out the ruins nearby which are mentioned in the ancient book. Maybe I'll find something there. This place is breathtaking. You can feel the history in the air. I can only imagine what it looked like when this mighty civilization was at its peak. These ruins must be thousands of years old. It's strange that there are so few tourists around here, though. There are probably nicer places to go in this area. These ruins must be thousands of years. These ruins must be. These ruins must be thousands of. These ruins must.
No, that's not possible.
These ruins must be. These ruins. There are symbols here, but they're difficult to see. Look at that. I've uncovered some ancient symbols. They look similar to the ones on the parchment. It's Sumerian cuneiform.
My clothes aren't expensive.
This is interesting. I recognize the symbols on the buttons. They're also on the parchment, but what's the right order to press them? I already compared this to the translated parchment. None of these symbols appear on the wall. Yes, now I should be able to push the buttons in the right order. Incredible. It actually worked. The poem was the key. What is this place? Oh, I bet no one has been in here for centuries. The stench of mold is overwhelming.
What the hell? Are these pictures of lizard-human hybrids? The humans are their slaves and worship them as gods. Odd that none of these pictures are displayed in the museum, almost as though someone wants to hide them.
Like the guy in the museum said, most people think reptilians are a myth, no more real than any other gods worshipped by ancient civilizations. They don't bother to seek out the truth. And it seems more and more that the truth may be very strange. It looks like a piece of parchment.
There's a poem written on here. The demons dwell in temples of darkness. Cut the dragon with the dagger in his hand. Drink his blood from the goblet to transform. What does it mean?
I think I got what I needed. I should head back to the airport and see if I can get a flight home. Oh my God, what happened here? Look at this mess. Jesus, where is Patricia? That's her phone. She left her suitcase behind. Someone must have taken her. I should call Judy right away. She's the only one who can find Patty. Damn it! She didn't answer. That's strange. Maybe something happened to her as well.
There's a poem written on here. Wow, this is huge. He had a plan. This was amazing. It's Patricia's phone. They better not have hurt her. I'll leave it where it is. There's a letter under the door. Who could it be from? Oh God, it's written in blood. We see you? Who are you? What do you want? Okay, Richard, focus. You managed to get this far. You must be getting close. My paintings, they're completely ruined. A few experimental paintings, not my best work. The mysterious letter I found under my door. I'll open it. It says, I have the answers you seek. Let me help you. Meet me in the alleyway on Royal Street. Please hurry. Your friend. It says, this person who wants to meet in the alleyway might be my only hope. Hey.
Shh.
Are you?
The man who sent you the letter. And you are Richard.
How do you know who I am? Where's my daughter? What happened to Judy?
I can't say too much. All I can tell you is where you need to go.
Who are you?
That doesn't matter. All you need to know is that you and I are in the same situation.
What do you mean?
They did the same thing to my family.
So, they exist. This is all real. It isn't just a nightmare.
It is more real than you could have ever imagined.
What happened to your family?
They kidnapped my son many years ago. I haven't stopped looking for him, and I haven't lost faith. I will find him one day.
I'm so sorry. Why did they take him?
They wanted to punish me. I was once a very influential man.
Should I know you?
I didn't have that kind of influence. No one knew who I was. I had something greater. An ability. I was powerful. Powerful enough to make them afraid. They saw what I was doing, and they cut me off from my abilities.
But who are you? What were you doing?
I dabbled in, let's say, illegal business, but not anymore.
I don't understand. Why are you helping me?
I won't lie, Richard. My reason is simple and selfish. You are my last hope for finding my son.
I don't know anything about your son.
But you're getting close to finding the monsters who took him. Closer than I ever got. I've been stuck in a dead end for a long time now.
And yet you claim you can help me?
I know something very important. I believe you've heard of the island.
I have. It exists?
Yes, I know where it is and how to get there. You must go there to save your daughter.
Have you been there? Is that where your son is?
I have seen this island but never set foot on it. My son is there, though. I can feel it.
Why haven't you gone to the island yourself?
There was a time when I could have, but not anymore. It would be suicide without my abilities.
So why would I go there?
You're different. Your mind is more powerful than you know. Save your daughter while you can. And save my son. Please.
How do you know my daughter is there?
Don't you get it, Richard? They want you. They are using your daughter as bait.
What? Why?
Open your eyes. Have you ever wondered why you're still alive? Why is it they can get away with killing powerful, well-protected politicians, but they can't kill one simple man? A man just trying to prove they exist?
Honestly, I don't know.
They chose not to. They know that you know. They know that you are not a simple man. You are something else. They do not kill for fun or for sport. They only kill those who won't do their bidding.
Like my father? He actually spoke to them?
Of course. They offered him his life in exchange for his servitude. He refused their offer, and they killed him. He was a brave man, even at the end.
I can't believe this.
You must go, save your child, and bring mine back to me.
But it's a trap. You said so yourself.
Not if you are ready for them. There is no other way to save Patricia.
What about Judy? I haven't been able to get a hold of her. Is she there too?
I'm sorry. I don't know anything about your friend. Here, take this key. It's for my boat in the city docks. The first boat on the left side of the landing stage. You have the map. Sail to the island and you will find their headquarters. From there, you are on your own. You will be watched from the moment you step on the island. Be careful, be vigilant. You will find your daughter there, and perhaps your friend as well.
Thank you very much for your help. Have you ever heard of a condition called Metaphobia?
Have I? Do you think you're the only person who knew what Professor Blake was up to?
You know him?
Of course. Professor Blake provided me crucial information about the reptilians. He was one of a select few who studied them. Remember, I have been searching for answers for a long time.
Well, I can't say Blake wanted to help me. I asked him to translate a strange parchment I found, and that was practically the last I ever heard of him.
And then he died. That was no coincidence.
How do you know about his death?
I've been watching Professor Blake, and I've been watching you.
Then you know I had nothing to do with Blake's death.
Yes, I know. He was on the brink of revealing his metaphobia theory to the world. The parchment you gave him was the final piece of the puzzle. They had no time to craft a cover story for his death. It had to be quick. The cold-blooded monsters just blew his brains out.
How do you know all of this?
I have my ways.
There's one other thing I don't understand. Why is it that you and I don't suffer from metaphobia? Why haven't they contacted us telepathically yet?
It's not that simple. Not everyone's mind is susceptible to telepathic waves. According to Blake's notes, only 70% of the population can be reached this way. The other 30%, like you and I, have an inherent mental defense against their powers. Blake called it varying telepathy wave frequency. It's a hereditary ability passed down through your genes. We are special, Richard. You and I. We can resist them.
All right, I'm leaving for the island.
Hurry, there is no time to waste. I hope you find your daughter. Good luck, my friend.
Thank you for everything. I think I'm in the right place. That boat over there should be the one. They may look like harmless punks, but I wouldn't underestimate them. They could be dangerous, and they might be on drugs. Excuse me, I'd like to get to my boat.
Oh, check out this guy, boys. Mr. Big Shot needs to get to his boat.
He looks like a rich Wall Street rat to me.
You said it, Sniffy. I bet he's got a fat wallet.
Great. Wannabe street thugs. Just what I needed.
Watch your mouth, ratty.
Please, I just need to get by. I don't have anything of value on me. Nothing you want.
Hey, asshole, who said we want to rob you?
Yeah, that hurts my feelings, man.
I'm not who you think I am. I'm an artist. I'm just trying to get to the...
Shut up.
Will you let me pass?
No way, ratty. You offended us.
Yeah, and now you have to make it up to us.
I told you, I don't have any money.
We ain't looking for money.
Yeah, we want the juice. Know what I'm saying?
I really don't.
Something to ease our minds.
Something to help us forget what you said to us.
Like drugs?
Yeah, like drugs, moron. Now beat it, ratty.
Hydrogen peroxide. Heparin from the pharmacy. I mixed the pills with the peroxide and got a weird substance.
Here, try some of this. It'll expand your mind.
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that. Give me that shit.
Hey, man, leave some for me.
They'll have a hell of a hangover in the morning. This must be the guy's boat. I need the key for the boat. They'll have a hell of a
I better not touch them. The key for the boat I need to find in the city docks.
There's something carved in the stone. The symbols look very similar to the ones I saw in Iran. I don't think the poem in the Draconian will work this time. Yes, now I should be able to push the buttons in the right order. Wow. What is this place? I've never seen anything like it before. He looks terrible. Can't imagine what they've been doing to him. Hello?
What?
Oh my God. Who are you? Are you all right?
Please, leave me alone. I can't take any more.
Don't worry. I'm not here to hurt you.
No! Another disguise. Another face. Why do you do this to me? You already know everything. Why do you keep me here? Just kill me now. Put me out of my misery. Or let me be.
Who are you?
No, not again! Have mercy!
Who are you?
No, not again! Have mercy!
Have you ever heard of Professor Cornelius Blake?
Don't say that name!
What is this place?
You know goddamn well what this place is.
I don't want to hurt you. I'm looking for my daughter and my friend.
Nothing but another trick. You can't fool me!
If I were one of them, I would just take you away. Why would I bother talking to you? Maybe you can help me.
But how did you find this place? How did you get in?
It wasn't easy, but I managed. What is this place?
It looks like a spaceship, but I have no idea where we are. I assumed long ago aliens had abducted me. When I was a child, I dreamt of meeting intelligent life outside our planet. What cruel, terrible creatures they are. They barely care about me now, though. I expected them to run all sorts of tests and experiments on me, but they never did. They still visit me occasionally and ask me questions, always disguised with a new face. Mostly they leave me alone, and so I wait here, wishing for death.
I'm so sorry. I'll try to get you out of here. But first, I need to find my daughter.
Of course, I understand.
Have you ever heard of Professor Cornelius Blake?
God have mercy!
What is it?
That man! He is the man inside my head! He is the one who torments me!
It's okay. He's not here.
He is the reason I'm here!
What did he do to you?
I was his lab rat.
He used you to prove his theory, didn't he?
I hate scientists. They're all ego-driven, greedy bastards. Blake is the worst of them.
Can you recall anything he said? What were the experiments like?
I have no idea. I lost my mind long before I met him, though I do remember the machine he used to get in my head. It hurt like nothing I'd ever felt before. I heard voices, screaming. I thought I was in hell itself. I saw green men. No, they weren't men. They were monsters. They slaughtered everyone in their path. They meant to exterminate us. I drifted in and out of these visions. I can't tell you what was real and what was not. I can still hear the voices. I can still hear the screaming. A few weeks after I met Blake, these monsters took me away. I knew it had something to do with him.
Professor Blake is dead now.
Good. I hope he rots in hell.
I had no idea he was this cruel. Do you know anything about the creatures that took you away?
They are monsters. They told me they have powers beyond my imagination. They told me they rule our world.
What do they look like?
Like humans. But that's just a disguise.
Maybe they're not aliens. Maybe they're only government agents.
These are not humans. You can see it in their eyes.
Who are you?
My name? What difference does my name make? Call me whatever you like. I have no name anymore. Shut up!
I beg your pardon?
They won't stop talking. I don't know how to make them stop.
There's no one else here.
Oh, I can hear them.
I don't hear anything.
Of course you don't. Shut up already! I can't even hear my own thoughts anymore.
Do you hear someone in your head?
No, they're all around us.
I'm the only one here. Let's start over. My name is Richard Elmstat. Who are you?
Elmstat? Are you?
Son of Carl Elmstat? Yes.
Wait, why are you here?
Because of my father.
What about him?
He was murdered. I'm trying to find the people responsible, and that has led me here.
My condolences, sir. Your father was a great man. They stole him from us. We have no chance against these bastards.
So, who are you, sir?
My name is Stuart Winkelstein.
You're Stuart Winkelstein?
Yes, that was my name. Not that it matters anymore.
I know you.
That may be. I was once in politics, like your father. I knew him very well. Brilliant man. Oh, God! Make them stop! I can't take it anymore!
That means you've been here for more than a decade.
Is that so? I have no concept of the passing days. My life is an endless nightmare.
Stay strong, Stuart. I'll come back for you.
Thank you, Richard. It was nice to speak to another human again. I only hope the voices will leave me alone long enough so that I can get some sleep.
He looks terrible. Can't imagine what they've been doing to him. Looks like a large door lock. These are strange pillars. They don't look like anything I've ever seen before. These are strange pillars. These are strange. Yes. Now I should be able to push the buttons in the right order.
An artistic soul in human flesh. That's me, all right.
Hello, Richard. Welcome. Seems you finally arrived.
Why did you kill Blake?
He was on the verge of exposing our existence. We couldn't let that happen.
There are thousands of people trying to prove you exist. Why him?
True. Your society dismisses those people as lunatics obsessed with horror stories. Conspiracy theorists, you call them. Blake was different. He had a scientific explanation. He was about to show the world how we communicate on telepathic frequencies.
You're talking about his metaphobia theory.
Precisely. He'd even built a prototype mind reader. He was a brilliant and talented man.
And that's dangerous to you.
Of course it is. Anything that interferes with our plans is dangerous. This may be too complex for you to understand, but the world exists in a delicate balance. Anything that threatens to throw off that balance must be stopped.
You disgust me. What have you done to my daughter and my friend?
They remain in the city. Their memories will be modified.
What does that mean? You better not touch them, you bastard!
You still don't understand why you're here, do you, Richard? You seem to think this is some sort of government conspiracy. And now that you've solved the case, now that you know the truth, you think you can stop us? Your mind is different from the other worms, but to me, you're still just a worm. You are one of millions we must squash. You are not special. You're not the first. You have not won. You humans are so self-absorbed. You can only see what's in front of you. Your life is a mere coincidence of biology, time, and space. And you think that entitles you to something. Your life is nothing. You think I care about your life, or the lives of your friends, or the life of your child? You are nothing more than a tool, and we shall use you as such. We will feast on your flesh if we please. We are your gods!
Why haven't you killed me yet? Am I not dangerous to you?
We take no pleasure in killing. Is that how you think of us? As cold-blooded murderers? Killing a human is not so simple. There's much that goes into it. We must be careful to remain hidden. We mustn't draw attention to ourselves. There are other ways to deal with worms than killing them. As a matter of fact, we always prefer preservation to extermination.
What are you talking about?
I must admit your courage is admirable.
I'm not afraid of you. And why did you kill my father?
He was dangerous. You are not.
He only wanted to help the people of this city.
He wished to disturb the balance. He sought to disrupt our plans.
Your plans to take over our planet?
This planet is already ours! We have ruled it for thousands of years! We're not trying to take over this world. It already belongs to us, and always has.
Ancient civilizations once worshipped you. But now, no one even knows you exist. You're not as powerful as you once were, are you?
You humans once feared your gods. Now you tell fairy tales of prophets who will return and redeem you. You preach of a merciful and benevolent God who lives in the clouds. It's a joke. You have no respect for real gods, gods with true power. And so we must operate in the shadows for now. We must remain invisible until the time is right.
You are nothing but cowards, afraid to show yourselves. Who are you? Where did you come from?
My name cannot be spoken in human tongue, nor can it be heard through your ears.
You look human to me.
I take any form I choose. I am the ruler of this region, a master of my kind. You will obey me.
I obey no one. Do what you like to me. There are people who can stop you. People who can put an end to this madness.
Like your friend who helped you get here. The man who gave you his boat.
How do you know that?
Please do not insult us, Richard. We see everything. Your friend didn't help much, did he?
He tried. I don't blame him. He was fighting for the greater good, like myself.
He knew quite a lot for an average human, didn't he?
I know a lot too. Once I started digging, it wasn't hard to learn about you and your people. Whoever and whatever you are.
Yes, walking down the path is simple once it's been laid before you.
What is that supposed to mean?
You're standing in an ancient temple kept secret by the gatekeepers to the underworld, the rulers of this earth, and you believe you found it yourself?
You
must think you're very clever.
No. This can't be true.
It is true, my vermin pet.
This has been your plan all along? The man I met? The man who gave me the boat?
Ah, finally your senses are working again.
He works with you?
No, he works for me. He's my slave. He does everything I ask of him, including killing all politicians.
So he was the one who
killed your father? Yes.
That son of a bitch! If only I knew!
He was once like you, Richard. We molded him. We perfected him. We have shaped his mind into something quite valuable.
So he's a human? He isn't like you?
He was human. We made some changes to his DNA in order to fit our needs.
You had him kill my father in order to lure me here?
You flatter yourself. You are only one piece in a grand design. We needed to exterminate your father and his ideas. Though I am pleased to say this brought you to us.
Why didn't you just kidnap me? Why go through all the trouble?
This has been a trial, Richard, and you have been performing beautifully so far. Though, in these final moments, I must say you are disappointing me.
A trial?
Your mind is no ordinary human mind. It operates on a higher frequency. I know you feel this. You could be such a powerful tool, Richard.
A tool for what?
For all that I command you to do. Be still, Richard. You won't feel any pain.
So what now? You plan to gut me and leave me for dead in this forsaken hole?
Oh, how many times must I tell you that we do not wish to harm you?
Then what are you going to do?
We are going to give you purpose. Your time has come. You are finally ready to face your fate.
I won't help you. You'll have to kill me. Good Lord! What are you?
Now, worm, you shall finish what your father refused to complete. Relax your mind. Accept the inevitable.
No. What are you doing? Stop!
Fransk, Suntovar, Vogtagnis, Orizna!
The moment has finally arrived. My moment. I will accomplish what my father never could. I will transform this city. I will transform the world. Only a fool would refuse the power I have been offered. The world is ruled by chaos and anarchy. It needs order. Only a few truly understand this. Humans are not slaves. They are imperfect vessels, redeemed by the awesome power of their gods. Without order, without the divine plan, extinction would be the only option for this pathetic race. Now they serve a higher purpose. I finally understand now. I have been enlightened. My mind has been strengthened, refined. I will follow the road that was laid before me centuries ago. Greatness awaits me at the end of my journey. I will bring us all into the light of a glorious dawn. This building is now my throne. Its workers are my servants. This is my destiny. This is
my city.